Steve, let's start with online gaming. What happened?
No one likes to be summoned by the regulators, especially in this sensitive time of, regulation crackdown. Of course, we saw what happened last November when Alibaba was called in, summoned, as well as those other 30-plus tech companies earlier part of this year, summoned and given, let's face it, we don't have the details, but probably a tongue lashing and marching orders to rectify certain behaviors. And this is what's happening with the gaming companies. We all know that they've been under regulatory pressure to crack down or to limit potential addiction and obsession by minors. And they've limited, of course, gaming time to just 3 hours a week, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, as part of a widespread crackdown on that obsession by minors, those under 18 years of age. So what we do know from the Xinhua News Agency that NetEase, Tencent, and these other gaming companies were summoned, and regulators say there is a need to strictly regulate game promotion, celebrity endorsements, as well as live broadcast to avoid minors from gaming obsession. And Yitai Media in China is reporting that Tencent has put out a statement or at least commented to them, saying they will fully comply with these latest regulations. Of course, gross gaming revenue at Tencent in the most recent report in August was the lowest in a couple of years. They're doing some self-monitoring and self-control for limiting game time for minors, but the regulators are coming down hard right now, and that's why the stocks were significantly lower overnight after what had been a rally.
Significant pullback for Nio as well, right? Despite unveiling the biggest fundraising plan in the US since we saw the same from Diddy Global. What's going on here?
Yeah, this is interesting because they're going to raise up to about $2 billion in an at-the-market offering. It's an interesting time because many of these companies, including the rivals Li Auto and XPeng, are coming back to Hong Kong as well to raise here. And there had been plans that Nio would also come back to Hong Kong and list. So why hit $2 billion in New York right now? Well, Deutsche Bank's analyst Edison Yu is saying, and I quote him, "We think it could reflect further delays in the Hong Kong listing process." So, they're saying that they're going to boost cash holdings, and amid these supply chain disruptions. Of course, we all know the auto industry, in particular these EV companies as well, are having trouble procuring enough semiconductors for their cars. So this could be, a cash crunch here ahead of the potential delay in the Hong Kong listing. We have to kind of dig into this story a little bit further, but one that will likely be going forward because, look, this was a pretty big drop in Nio shares overnight, more than 6%.